There's been no one for so long. Who are you? I'm Rey. Rey who? Raid Shadow Legends, download for free on the App Store. Hey guys.
Hello there.
How's it going? Hope you like that little bit there. We're back. Live at the Cantina is back, baby. It's been a while, obviously.
In a new location now.
A new location. See, we film at a different spot every
Yep.
every time. That's no different here. So now we're at my house, which I think if I had to put money on it, I'd say would probably be the place now.
Yeah.
Somewhat
definitely.
permanent set for Live at the Cantina. We got the nice Star Wars mural poster thingy in the background if you're watching on YouTube. But we've settled down and we've kind of finally found a place. So if you're returning, welcome back. Thank you for joining us again. If you're new, because I think there's going to be quite a few new people around this time. I'm Kevin. This is Noah.
Hi.
We've been Star Wars fans since literally forever. Basically since we were born.
Since we were kids.
Grew up on Star Wars together. We like Star Wars probably a little more than we should. So we do this podcast about it because we just love sharing that passion with other people. If you're here, you're probably from TikTok, and I just want to say thank you for making your way all the way over here. I kind of wanted to talk about that for a little bit because last podcast we did, I just hit 500 followers on TikTok. I think I had like 14,000 likes. I'm almost at 1,400 followers now. I just passed 50,000 likes yesterday. And it's been a crazy experience. When I first started making TikToks, I didn't plan on like actually getting big or anything.
Yeah.
I just made those stupid TikToks just for you guys to see. But then I posted the one Star Wars one. And I got a lot of followers from it. I'm like, okay, people want to see Star Wars stuff, so I'm gonna keep making Star Wars stuff. So ever since then, I've kind of just been regularly posting Star Wars TikToks, and I've gotten huge. Part of that is related to today's topic of discussion, which is Rey, because I get very passionate about Rey Skywalker on the TikTok, and I'm not afraid to speak my mind, and that doesn't sit well with all those little toxic gatekeeper baby boys. So, but they get me a lot of attention, so it's definitely helped build my page. But it's just crazy because I have this platform now where I'm able to share my passion for Star Wars with other people, because once you hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, you can go live. Yeah. So I was live the other night, literally for 3 hours, just chatting about Star Wars with a bunch of different people. I didn't even realize it was 3 hours. Literally felt like 1 hour probably. Yeah. The time just goes by like that. But we were having such thoughtful discussion, and just to have that platform to be able to do that with people, I'm so grateful for it. Yeah. And one of my TikToks just blew up this past week, and it's got almost 130,000 views right now. Jeez. Which is crazy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know you posted that thing when it had 100,000. Yeah. I was like, holy crap. And
in the past 24 hours, probably gotten 40,000, 50,000 views.
That's insane.
So it's great. Well, because when I was on that 3 hour live, I was at 20,000 views before I started that one. Yeah. And when I got off my live 3 hours later, I was at 40,000 views. And I was like, what? And I literally posted a TikTok for friends only, like freaking out about it. I'm like, why did this happen?
I know it's like men only want one thing, or is
it's like,
right?
Okay, you know that meme that's like guys literally only want one thing and it's effing disgusting. I put that, or I didn't put the tweet, but I just kind of wrote it. Yeah. And then I photoshopped a picture of a guy and a girl cuddling, watching Star Wars.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Because I mean, it's true. That's the only thing guys want.
Yeah.
Or at least me, at least. I
just want someone to watch Star Wars.
Yeah,
with.
Man. But the
fact I actually like it, you know?
The fact that video's got 130,000 views right now, and like,
crazy.
why was that the one video to blow up? You know?
I feel like, probably because I guess that's a really relatable feeling, you know, for like a lot of people in the Star Wars community.
Though. So I have that huge success with that video. The one I posted yesterday flopped, like straight up. I said, I was like, did we just collectively forget that Adam Driver spoiled the end of Rise of Skywalker for us 3 years ago? And then I put a video of him on the Stephen Colbert show, like they were making a Rey and a Kylo figure kiss, and then Adam Driver goes, and then he goes in the thing and takes a nap, like he dies, which obviously he didn't know at that time, but it's just funny that that's what happens. And literally, usually when I post a video, I'll get like 500 views within the first hour. It's been over 24 hours, and I've only got 200 views. So that one did not hit the For You page. That one just was for followers only. And it's kind of sad. But it's okay. I mean, I was going to have a video flop eventually. So
yeah,
I think it was just because I used a clip from a TV show that technically I don't have the rights to. No, I didn't. If you're listening, CBS, I did not use your clip. But anyway, that's besides the point. So yeah, just so if you're here from TikTok, thank you so much. Because I've been kind of promoting it every time I go live, and people are asking about it. So there
is one thing I want to mention before we dive too much in this video.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've kind of noticed with the past videos, if you're watching on YouTube at least, there'll be like a couple seconds where it's just black screen. And the reason why it's like that is because I'm recording on my phone, and it only records like 30-minute sessions. And when I go in to edit, it won't, like, I can't get it to merge. So that's why there's a couple black seconds. And I'm just like,
it's just a small
honestly,
it's not even that big of a deal.
It's not that big of a deal, but I just want to address it because you guys have probably noticed it by now if you're watching the YouTube videos. And for as long as we use our phone, it's going to be like that.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear right now, but my dog is barking. That is a negative side effect of recording at my house, but we have no other option, so just deal with it. But the black screen thing, that's like, I don't even think it's a big deal.
No, it's only a couple seconds, but I did want to address it for you guys that actually noticed it.
It's good to talk about it, though. But yeah, just being able, I'm so grateful for the platform I've built up on TikTok. I've met so many good people, too. That's honestly the best part about it is the community on there. I would have never thought I would have ever experienced that, but here we are. So that being said, today's topic of discussion, we're kind of kicking off a new series here on Live at the Cantina where we deep dive into different characters, because I think Star Wars characters have a lot to talk about, especially the one we're talking about today. So that being said, today's character of discussion is Rey Skywalker.
Raid Shadow Legends?
Raid Shadow Legends, yes. So, obviously, with the sequel trilogy, they're not the most well received by people. They get a lot of hate. Not from me. You'll never catch me hating on the sequels, but from other people.
You got you and your sequel loving community on TikTok.
Yeah, literally, in my bio it says CEO of enjoying the sequel trilogy. So obviously the sequels are not the most loved Star Wars films. I understand why. They have their flaws. Just like any Star Wars movie has their flaws, but I definitely understand where the sequel hate comes from. Where I don't necessarily understand the hate is the Rey hate. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of people absolutely hate Rey. They can't stand her. They think she's overpowered. She thinks she's a horribly written character.
Yeah.
I disagree with every aspect of that. Like, it's crazy. One thing I want to talk about first, though, before this is the fact. I think one of the main reasons Rey gets so much hate is because she's a girl, because she's a woman.
Yeah.
If Rey was a guy,
yeah,
it would not be the same. It just goes to show how misogynistic the toxic Star Wars fans are, and it's sad, really, but it's just the way it is. It's the truth.
See, I think that's the interesting thing too, though, is that's the reason why people hate her, but that's the reason why people love her. Because you hate her because she's a strong female lead. Mm-hmm. But then people love her because she's a strong female lead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's such an important character, especially to young girls to look up to. Because in my live last night, somebody was like, it was a girl, and she said that it was so inspiring to see a female Jedi as the main character on a Star Wars movie. And it's so important for people, and for people to just drag her down because she's a girl and she's overpowered. It's sickening, I think. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's sad, man. It's really sad. Dang it. It's on my whiteboard. I wanted to talk about this before okay, we're taking a quick.
We're backtracking.
We're backtracking a little bit. If you listen if you listened or watched the last episode, sorry, talking's hard sometimes. We talked about collecting, and the funny thing about that is, if you go back and listen, there's a clip where I say, "Oh, I'll never get any Hot Toys because it's too expensive." Well, joke's on me, because now I have 2 Hot Toys, and I got a third one on pre-order.
And more coming, yeah.
So I got the Rey from The Force Awakens with the BB-8, and I got the Kylo from The Last Jedi. Man, they are what incredible works of art those are. They're pieces of art, really. the detail on the face sculpts and just the fabrics, because they use real fabrics.
Yeah.
The articulation, the detail on the props, it's incredible. You definitely get what you pay for with those, and I couldn't be more blown away. Because I said on the last one, I said I wanted a Rey and a Kylo, so I got my Rey and a Kylo.
Yep.
Had to get them off a Facebook group because they don't make them anymore, so you have to go to the secondhand market. But man, I don't regret it at all. They are amazing figures, and they're crazy. And then I've obviously expanded my Black Series shelf. You can't see it, but it's right off screen.
Yeah, it's right there.
So, I still love the Black Series. I got an email. Guess what? I got an email from Walmart today saying my Clone Trooper got delayed.
Really?
Yeah, but everybody's having that happen.
Huh.
Because Walmart sucks.
I mean,
their
I've
orders.
heard a lot of
Walmart
bad stuff
sucks,
about
especially when you make the
Walmart.
coolest figures Walmart exclusives. That's why?
Yeah.
Hasbro sucks. Honestly, the other day they had the Cad Bane exclusive figure go up. It was live for 10 minutes before it sold out.
Yeah.
But they didn't announce it to anybody. They just threw it on their website. Just, okay, here you go. Whoever just randomly checked the website within this 10-minute period can get it. So I know you don't follow Rexon around anymore, but they were having an outcry about it. But
Okay, yeah, I was wondering why they were going so hard
Yeah.
about Hasbro.
But I mean, I think Hasbro brought it on themselves, man. That's horrible. But yeah, I've gotten some hot toys. I got the Deluxe Clone Trooper, 501st Clone Trooper on pre-order. That one's going to be amazing. I mean, that's not going to be here till this time next year, but that's an incredible figure. I had Kylo from the Rise of Skywalker on pre-order, but because I got the one from The Last Jedi, I'm going to cancel that pre-order.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather have the Last Jedi one. It was funny too, because when I was ordering the Last Jedi one, the guy who sold it to me, he sent a picture of the head sculpt, and the eyes looked cross-eyed. Like one eye was looking up and the other eye was looking straight. And at first I was like, oh, I don't want it. It's got a messed up head sculpt. But the more I looked at it, I was like, wait a minute, this is kind of funny. It kind of fits his character almost too. Cross-eyed Kylo Ren. I don't know why, but I thought it was funny. But when I got it in person, you can't even tell.
Yeah, when I looked,
No,
did
you
I
haven't
see it?
seen it.
No, I think I saw a picture that you
saw a
sent me
picture,
of it.
yeah.
And I
You
couldn't
can't
even tell.
So
Yeah.
honestly, it's not even a big deal. Which it's fine, but I think it would have been funny to have a cross-eyed
If it was like
Kylo.
super just
Yeah. But man, what an incredible piece of art. Okay, so that's our little spiel on collecting for this episode. I just wanted to talk about that. Back to Rey. So she gets a lot of hate, a lot of undeserved hate, and obviously that's just part of it's because she's a woman. Part of it because a lot of people think she's overpowered, and I kind of want to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think she's overpowered?
Well, first of all, I definitely want to say I definitely think I'm going to play devil's advocate in this episode a little bit,
Oh, no, that's good.
Especially because, you really love Rey,
That's
so I'm
good.
going to
Yeah.
try and play the
No.
other side a little bit. Not saying that I don't like Rey, though. But, I mean, I can definitely understand why a lot of people say she's overpowered. But I also understand how, you would be, well, she's not that overpowered, because, like I know you've mentioned before in, Force Awakens, when they're like, oh, how does she have, flight experience, or how does she have fighting experience? Well, you can see her fighting those. It wasn't stormtroopers, those just guys off or whatever. She lived on her own for so long. She knows how to fight.
Yeah.
She kind of knows how to handle herself. And then she had that flight simulator, and that's how she knew how to fly the Millennium Falcon and stuff. But, I mean, those are things you have to look into. You have to take a deeper look. Yeah. So if you're taking stuff by surface level, you'll be like, okay, she's just super overpowered. And then now you'll be like, okay, well, she's overpowered because she's a Palpatine. That's the only reason why she's like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like you brought up, there's two main reasons why people think Rey is overpowered. One of them is they'll say, oh, how does she know how to use a lightsaber like that? And two, oh, how does she know how to fly a Falcon? Yeah. Here's my take on it. If you have eyes, and if you watch the same movie I did, I think it's clear as day to see why she's not a Mary Sue. I mean, she literally had a bag over her head and still fought off those two thugs.
Yeah.
And she's been living on Jakku for 19 years, literally surviving day to day. She's got to know how to take care of herself and how to fight for herself. And I think that's obvious to see. Also, quarterstaff skills transfer to lightsaber skills. It's not that much different. If you know how to fight with the staff, you're gonna know how to fight with a sword. And then what else did I want to say? I was kind of I had a plan for this part, but I sidetracked in my brain. Oh, the pilot thing. I think that's where I wanted to go. So with her knowing how to fly the Falcon, if you read the book Before the Awakening by I don't remember who it's by, but it's the book about Poe, Finn, and Rey before The Force Awakens. Rey literally builds her own flight simulator and has thousands of hours of practice on it with countless different ships. So she knows how to fly. Plus, she found in that book, found a ship, repaired it from scratch, basically, and, obviously flew it around. So she knows how to fly.
Yeah.
Even in the movie, she says, Finn's like, we need a pilot. And she's like, we got one, like talking about herself. So like she knows how to fly. Plus she's working for Unkar Plot, right? She's repairing these ships all the time. She's got to know how ships work and the ins and outs of the mechanical parts of the ship. So like she's gonna know. She's well versed in ships and stuff. So to say that how'd she know how to fly? I think it's just ridiculous. But to me the evidence is there of why she's not a Mary Sue. And I think part of the problem people have with it is honestly just because they don't like having a strong female character. They're like, oh, well, how does she know how to do all this stuff? But it's those same people who have no problem with Anakin blowing up a Separatist Trade Federation ship when he was 9 years old, or have no problem with Luke destroying a whole Death Star by himself. Right. And honestly, I don't understand it.
Yeah,
I don't understand it. So I think I'm not going to get too mean, but I definitely have some strong feelings on the people who think that Rey is a Mary Sue. I wanted to get a 60-second clip of that to post on TikTok, but I think what I'm going to do is just go in and edit some of the best parts and put it together and put it on TikTok.
Yeah. There you go. We need to start doing that with the Instagram.
Oh yeah,
we need to
our Instagram is like we've been getting so many followers,
and because my phone keeps blowing up, and I'm like, I'm sorry you guys are following us because the only thing we ever post is on our story when we put a new episode out.
Here, I'll get something going right now. Mid podcast Instagram post.
Yeah, there you go. we need something.
So quick selfie here for the Instagram. Perfect. All right, cool. A little behind the scenes if you saw it on YouTube. Yeah, so on it, dude, we've been blowing up. Like we've been getting followers every day.
I was like, oh wow, I can't believe. I haven't checked the YouTube in a while, so I don't know if they're also going on the YouTube.
Yeah, I hope so. Well, I've had people asking me how to get to my podcast when I'm on TikTok Live. So I say it's in. If you go to my TikTok account, you click the little Instagram button. It should take you to the Instagram and also the YouTube.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So hopefully people are checking it out. But I mean, I have this platform to promote us on now, and I haven't been doing it. So it's like, okay, I'm literally posting it on Instagram right now.
Doing it right now.
Little behind the scenes action here. Noah, say something so the listeners don't get bored.
So I got a coffee today.
Yeah.
Grande, white chocolate mocha.
White chocolate mocha? Dude, I was literally thinking about getting one of those yesterday. Because I remember how much I liked them from school. Yeah. And I'm like, dang, dude, I kind of miss my white chocolate mochas.
White chocolate mochas are a superior drink, dude. Like I
had 100%.
I think it was called a caramel craze from Dunkin' yesterday. Dude, I didn't even taste any caramel in it. It just tasted like nothing. I was like, this just tastes like a really terrible version of a white chocolate mocha. Like, maybe it just mine wasn't made super right, and like the caramel just didn't come out or whatever. But, dude, no, white chocolate mocha, superior drink. I've been starting to drink mocha frappuccinos though.
What is it? What is it?
That's
a
cold drink, and it's like just
so
chocolate,
it's the
basically.
Cold version of a mocha.
Yeah, and that's really good too. But I mean, that's not like coffee.
The only coffee drinks I've ever had was literally a mocha and a white mocha. Because I was at school last year and I was at the store, and the lady was like, "You want to try this?" I'm like, "What is it?" She's like, "It's a mocha," and I'm like, "Okay, dude." It was.
Yeah, I remember.
You remember
you
that?
started drinking them. You were drinking them all the time. I always see them in like the trash or something. And be like, "Oh, Kevin got more coffee."
It was so good. So I've been craving it lately. Man, especially this time, the weather's cooling down. It's like, I could really use a mocha right now.
If you're gonna go to Starbucks, that one over next to us closed at 2 for some reason now.
The one by Kroger?
Yeah.
Close to that 2?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Pretty sure it's 2.
What
It's
about the
something
one on
stupid.
Sashable?
No, that's still open like normal times, but I don't know why that would go over.
Is Starbucks the best coffee place though?
From my experience, I'd say so. I mean, I've been to Starbucks, Dunkin', and Big B once, but so far Starbucks.
What about
is one.
Timmy's? You've been to Timmy's?
I haven't been to Tim's yet. But yeah, so far Starbucks is the best.
If anybody's listening and you have coffee place recommendations, please let me know.
Or drinks. I'm down to try some new drinks.
Yeah.
That's why I got that caramel craze the other day. But
Was it good?
This didn't cut it.
It didn't?
No.
That's
I want to try one from Starbucks though. I know it's not called a caramel craze. It's called something else, a caramel macchiato or like something. But
yeah,
I heard that's good from Starbucks. So.
Yeah. No, I've been missing my white mochas, man. Literally, I would literally get one every like couple days. It was kind of bad, I think. But anyway, back to Star Wars.
Yeah. Enough coffee.
So, what were we just talking about? Why Rey's not a Mary Sue?
Yes.
Okay. She's not. And if you think she is one, then I have a problem with you. But listen, I don't want to be toxic or anything. I understand why some people might be misinformed to think that she's a Mary Sue. But to me, if you take the time to understand the character, take the time to understand Star Wars a little bit more, it's clear as day of why she's the furthest thing from a Mary Sue.
I think a lot of people think that is because, one, it's that surface level of watching.
Yeah.
You know, and like you have to go maybe read some books or you have to look a little bit deeper into the actual movie itself and pay attention a little bit more. But I think the other reason that I was just thinking about that just left my head, I don't remember what it was now.
Oh, man, why is that happening today?
I don't know.
We haven't done this in a while.
Yeah.
We've lost our touch. Well, another thing too is because everybody on the internet is like, "Oh, Rey's a Mary Sue. Oh, Rey's overpowered," and people can't think for themselves. So whatever they see on the internet, they're just gonna agree with.
Yeah. Well, one thing with the Star Wars community with Disney is everyone just kind of jumps in on bandwagon and hate.
Yeah, no,
because it's
100%.
Disney and it's new and you know. But I mean, that's how like if you think about it, that's how the prequels were.
Oh,
the prequels
yeah,
got
no.
so much hate,
And the
then
same
now,
thing's gonna happen. Give it 10, 15 years from now, people are gonna love the
it,
sequels.
yeah,
It's because
those younger kids have a voice now for the prequels.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be like, prequels, I like them. I grew up with them. They were good. And those younger kids that watch the sequels are
it's
gonna
gonna
have
be
their
the
voice.
same thing that happens.
So
History repeats itself, and it's no different here. But like I was saying, it's so. I mean, people are just going to agree with whatever they see on the internet, and the majority is, "Oh, Rey's a Mary Sue. Rey's overpowered." So, of course, they're just going to, think that's true. But in reality, if you do literally any critical thinking, if you have any brain cells, you can see that she's not. I'm sorry, I just grew really passionate. I think those are some of the dumbest people, man. They.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say now.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people think that it's because how they made her character, maybe not her character in general, like just the 3 movies, is they skim over a lot of details and explanation.
No, I agree.
Like, especially in Tross.
Yeah.
There's a lot missing out from what would be nice to, know in the movies and not have to read in the books or something. And those people that only go to watch the movies and they didn't explain it super well,
agree.
Yeah. That's why they think
that was the biggest problem with the Rise of Skywalker is it should have been longer to explain more things.
Yes.
If you could make Avengers Endgame 3 hours long, there's no reason you can't make the end of the Skywalker saga 3 hours long. But we've talked about that before. So.
Yeah.
Well, another thing with people think Rey's overpowered is, how did she beat Kylo on Starkiller Base? Did you not see the part where Kylo literally got shot with a bowcaster? Like, we've seen what that does to people.
Yeah,
so the fact that he was still able to carry himself after that, did you watch the same movie I did? Did you not see the part where he literally almost, died? Yeah. And even during the fight, he's pounding himself because he's hurt. He's, mortally wounded. And then plus another thing is he was never trying to kill Rey.
No, he
the
wasn't.
whole fight, people are like, Kylo's trained with a lightsaber. Why does he fight like that? Why did Rey beat him so easily? If you understood the movie, maybe you would get it, Like, it's not that hard to see.
Yeah, the whole fight, he's trying to get her to join him.
He's trying to get him to join him. And then...
That's the whole trilogy.
Yeah. There's not once in the whole trilogy where Kylo's trying to kill Rey. I mean, you can't really say the same for the other way around, because Rey's got those dark side tendencies. But,
dark side tendencies.
Especially in the Rise of Skywalker. But
yeah,
no, man. If you literally, I just think if you understand the movie, it's obvious. But that's just me.
yeah. But I also feel like again, I'm gonna try and play devil's advocate. Is how many times have you seen the movies? You know what I mean?
More than the average person.
So the average person might watch it once, maybe 2-3 times. You know what I mean? If they really like it 3 times, So, you know what I mean? Like,
no, I got you.
Oh, ooh, and then you're like, yeah.
Sorry, I just get really passionate.
No,
on
yeah,
the
I'm
matter.
not. I'm not trying to cramp that or anything. I'm just saying.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
No, it's good to have the differing viewpoint. Because if we just both praise the movies, that's not entertaining.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So, more of the stories. Rey's not a Mary Sue, and if you think she is, you're an idiot. Okay. Moving on. Rey's lineage is something I want to talk about because that's a huge talking point about her character. Obviously, ever since The Force Awakens, people have been speculating, is Rey a Skywalker? Is Rey a Kenobi? Is Rey somebody else? And then obviously we don't know in The Force Awakens, but in The Last Jedi we kind of find out, she's a nobody. She's not from a family and stuff. And then Rise of Skywalker completely retcons that. And she's a Palpatine.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't feel that way with The Last Jedi, that she was a nobody. I thought Kylo was lying.
That's interesting.
I feel like I don't want to say I'm in the minority, but I feel like at least a decent amount of people. I don't know. That's how I felt.
No,
Kylo was
see
just
that.
trying to provoke her to join him, and he's gonna say whatever he thought that would make her join. But like, oh, you're a nobody, you're trash. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, that's a good, interesting viewpoint. I honestly, I don't know if I would agree with that or not, because in one sense, I can completely understand that, and I could see why he would do that. But in another sense, I honestly think that Rey could have been a nobody, because Rey nobody shows that you don't need to come from a strong family to be strong, especially in Star Wars stuff. But and then obviously they make her a Palpatine in Rise of Skywalker, and I almost think that's just to shut up the Rey haters, to be like, oh, well, here's a quick explanation of why she's so powerful.
Yeah, and that didn't shut them up. That gave them fuel.
Yeah, honestly. So it's not.
Yeah, that didn't work out.
I don't have a problem with Palpatine coming back in the Rise of Skywalker. I think that since he was the person behind it all, how do you end the Skywalker saga without him? Mm-hmm. I'm not the biggest fan of Rey Palpatine. Because I don't know, I think there were a couple other options that would have been better. I don't have a problem with it, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. Recently, within the past couple weeks, Daisy Ridley was on Jimmy Kimmel, I think, talking with Josh Gad, and she basically said that while they were working on Episode 9, or maybe it was before, I don't know, there were talks going around about her being a Kenobi. What would your thoughts be on that? Rey Kenobi.
Her being a Kenobi.
I think... Here's what I think about it.
But who's Kenobi getting?
Yeah,
with,
no,
though?
that's what I'm saying. It would have been cool to be a Kenobi, because you'd have that Skywalker Kenobi parallel with Obi-Wan and Anakin, obviously. But you would have to completely change Obi-Wan's character.
You're completely changing his character at that point.
What we know about Obi-Wan,
I'd be upset about
that.
Honestly.
What we know about Obi-Wan, he's almost the purest form of a Jedi you can be.
Exactly.
He's got his beliefs and his morals, and he'll never stray away from those, as we've seen. And for him to just give up on those to repopulate,
and it would be like some random girl.
Yeah,
like someone we probably don't even know. Like they'd probably make them. Oh, it's this girl. You'd know her. She was in there. Something stupid. But like, I would be somewhat okay with it if it was Satine.
Yeah, but Satine got impaled with a dark saber. So.
She's dead. So no, I would. Yeah, if she was a Kenobi, I'd be like, excuse me, what? Dude, no.
I saw this theory of, well, the way you could do it is you make Corky Kenobi canon. Corky, the Satine's nephew that looks like Obi-Wan and Satine.
Yeah,
they make him a Kenobi, like make it canon that they had a kid or whatever.
Yeah,
and then it'd be him to carry on the bloodline.
That would be.
That'd be weird though. That you're still changing Obi-Wan's character
Yeah.
if you did
But
that.
I could see that more. Because
I mean, everybody thinks Corky is a Kenobi. If you look at him, he's a perfect
and
mix
also
between
just,
Obi-Wan and Satine.
Because during that time, that is when Kenobi loved Satine. I mean, he loved Satine the entire time, but he just wouldn't leave with her. But I could definitely see there was, there might have been like one night that Kenobi, wasn't true to the Jedi Order. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Had a couple too many blue milks.
Yeah.
Alcoholic blue milks.
Alcoholic blue milks.
But Rey Kenobi, I think the parallels there with being a Skywalker and a Kenobi in the end would be really cool to see.
I don't know. I can't jump on board that Rey
Really? That's
Kenobi. It's
interesting.
just, it just sounds. I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah. I mean, well, it would make sense too, because in The Force Awakens, when Rey has that vision, Obi-Wan is the one that says, Rey, these are your first steps. And then obviously in The Rise of Skywalker, he says, Rey, these are your final steps. Rise and take them. So Obi-Wan's always kind of been there with her, I guess. But I guess not. They made her a Palpatine, which I'm not mad about, but it's definitely not my preferred Rey lineage.
No, like I'm not super upset about it. I don't necessarily like it, but I'm not gonna go around, being like a gatekeeper about it or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I definitely would have preferred her to be a nobody. Probably.
Yeah, I think that's my top pick for her.
Yeah.
For too. I love that because it shows you don't need to come from a strong family to be something
that
great.
That would have been such a strong message too.
Yeah.
Like that's such a missed opportunity.
Oh, I think so.
Like such a missed opportunity.
It's inspiring.
Dude. Exactly. Yeah.
And to just take that away, it's just like the more I talk about The Rise of Skywalker, the less I like it. But I mean, I still love it.
The more I think about it and like talk about it, I agree with you.
I mean,
like it's still a decent Star Wars movie, but it just.
I mean, I'm never gonna stop.
Did a lot to it.
I'm not gonna stop loving it. I'll probably never stop loving it. But just there's so many missed opportunities and so many things they could have done differently.
Yeah, like let's advertise Palpatine's speech coming back. Don't put it in the movie.
Nope.
Put it in Fortnite, and that's the only way you can listen to it. That's epic. Dude.
I'll never forget the marketing they did for that movie too. Literally, they were releasing scenes from the movie before the movie came out.
It's so bad, and it's not just one. They did multiple. And it was not just like a 30. They were like 3 minutes. I swear, one of them was it was like a decent length of a scene.
They fly now. Sorry.
That's the one thing that drives me nuts about The Rise of Skywalker. The comedy is just it's too much.
Yeah. There are some good jokes, some cringe jokes. It's got the most cringe joke in all of Star Wars. When the Knights of Ren are walking down the hallway and the one stormtrooper goes, "Goals." Literally.
I don't see.
Take it out of the movie.
No, yeah, definitely should be out of the movie. But I feel like that one's like because I didn't even realize that's what he said the first time I watched it. Maybe even the second time I watched it. Because I was just like, what did he say? I couldn't understand what he said. But the joke that I think is the most cringy that should be taken out of Star Wars is the very beginning of The Last Jedi when Poe is like flying up.
General Hugs?
Yeah, it's like General Hugs, and this whole thing is like, what are you doing?
Well,
this is the movie just started, and this is what we're starting out with? Like, come on.
I don't have a problem with the joke in that scene. My problem is how they turn Hux into comic relief.
Yeah, exactly. They make him like
they completely changed his character,
and then they completely re-changed it back to in Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. Which is sad. I think we could do it. We could do a little mini segment on Hux eventually because I do have a lot to say about him. But I mean the goals joke. Get that Gen Z humor out of Star Wars.
No,
get that Gen Z.
No, nobody was
slang.
appealed by that.
No,
you're not appeasing anyone.
No,
it's just like, did you seriously just do that?
Cringe,
it's
dude.
Really cringy. Yeah.
Anyway, we kind of got off topic there.
That's been this whole episode.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's our
coffee.
podcast is getting off topic. But we don't care. But Rey Nobody, I think, would have been cool. But ultimately, she's Rey Palpatine. That being said, her adoption of the Skywalker name at the end of the movie is a huge talking point.
Yes.
I have a lot to say about it, so I'm going to get in my 60-second TikTok clip here, if you don't mind.
Yep.
Rey Skywalker's canon. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. You don't think You don't have to think she's deserving of the Skywalker name, but her name is Rey Skywalker. You can't deny it, and if you do, you're wrong. Here's why she has the Skywalker name. She has been searching for belonging the whole trilogy. One of the main themes about the sequel trilogy is found family and how some things are stronger than blood. Literally, Luke says that in episode 9. He says to Rey, some things are stronger than blood. So she's searching for the belonging this entire time. She finally finds it with the Skywalkers, because to her, the Skywalkers are really the only family that she's ever known. She found comfort in Han, Luke, and Leia. And in the novel, Luke literally says to Rey when she's about to take the name, he says, "It's yours, take it." And Leia said that she wanted her legacy to go on to Rey. So she literally had permission from both Luke and Leia to take the name. So it happened, okay? It's part of Star Wars. You don't have to like it, but you can't straight up say, "Oh, Rey's not a Skywalker," because she is. And if you don't think so, well, then you're wrong. So you can either agree with it or be wrong. So sorry, that's my little rant on Rey Skywalker.
On Rey Skywalker.
And I feel very passionately about the subject. So I get
I know.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I built my whole TikTok
Exactly,
following, is fighting for Rey Skywalker rights. So
Right.
equality for Rey Skywalker.
Equality for Rey.
Let's hear your thoughts on the matter. And if you disagree with me, I'm going to yell at you.
No, I don't disagree that that's canon, or that it's like it didn't happen, or whatever. Because like I completely agree with what you said. You can have a different opinion if you like it or not, but it happened and it's canon. Like Han dying. Well, I don't like that. You know what I mean? But it happened.
You're not going to say, Han didn't die.
Han didn't die. He fell in a pit. You know what pits are like in Star Wars? We saw Darth Maul get cut in half. He's alive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I'm definitely, I don't disagree with you in that point. But again, I'm going to play devil's advocate here,
Better tread lightly here.
But with Rey taking up the Skywalker name, I feel like a lot of people don't like that because they don't see it as she earned it, or she's not in that bloodline, so she's not allowed to have that name.
Yeah.
Something like that,
Well, did those people completely forget that adoption is a thing?
Yeah, probably.
Honestly, anybody who says that Rey isn't a Skywalker, I think is discrediting kids that are adopted and kids that don't have a family. And, the kids that literally, there was one person in my comments one time that was like, "Oh, Rey isn't a Skywalker." And then I brought up, "Oh, so you're discrediting adopted kids because you're..." Oh, no, literally, this is what she said. "If it isn't blood, it isn't real." And so I kind of went off on her. I was like, "So you're discrediting adopted kids with that, because if they're not blood related, then they're not part of their adopted families." That's what I'm getting from you. And to be that close-minded and stuff, it bothers me. Those people bother me so much. So it's such... We talked about Rey being such an inspiration and so important to young girls. What about adopted kids now? Kids that don't have families, and kids that have to find their own belonging, and how literally some things are stronger than blood, and how blood doesn't always... family doesn't always mean blood, Found family. That's such an important thing for people, and you have a role model now almost in Rey Skywalker, and people just discredit it, and it's sickening, I think.
Yeah. I feel like another reason why people don't like it is because with Rise of Skywalker, it's such a roller coaster of Rey's lineage.
Yeah.
That you join in and you're like, okay, Rey's a nobody. Oh, wait, Rey's like, oh, maybe she's a Skywalker? I don't know. Oh, no, she's back to nobody. Oh, now she's a Palpatine. Oh, okay. And then it's like, oh, I'm a Skywalker. You know what I mean? It jumps like crazy, and everyone's like, dude.
Well, here's another thing, too, is people will say, "Oh, she's not Rey Skywalker, she's Rey Palpatine." Okay, tell me exactly when in the Star Wars story she went by Rey Palpatine.
Yeah.
She never once went by that name.
See, I think that's the thing, though, is she's both. She's Rey Palpatine and she's Rey Skywalker.
She has Palpatine blood, but she's not Rey Palpatine.
Yeah, exactly. She's a Palpatine by blood, but she's a Skywalker by choice. By choice, yeah.
And I don't understand how people don't realize that. And it's like... Well, then another thing, too, is Another thing why I think people don't like it is because, obviously, Rise of Skywalker was not the most well-received movie. And Rey had a bunch of hate anyway. Yeah. So for her to take the Skywalker name is just going to trigger those toxic little baby boys even more. Especially since it kind of came out of nowhere too at the end of the movie.
That's what I'm saying is, I mean, even Palpatine thing came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
The whole movie with her lineage is just, boop, it's here now. You know, it's just, okay. Would have been nice to build up to something, you know, because it looked like they were kind of building towards something, and then it just kind of, you know.
Yeah.
But, and I mean, like, personally, I would have liked if Rey just said, like, oh, Rey who? Just Rey. Because I think, you know, it kind of empowers her that she's just her, you know. It's not, I don't have to take up a name to be somebody. You know what I mean? And I also like her just saying just Rey because she said that before.
Yeah.
And I think that would be like kind of like a full circle kind of thing. At
No,
first
I
she
agree.
was saying, I'm just Rey because she's lost and she's confused. She doesn't know who she is. But now she's saying it as, I know who I am.
Yeah.
I don't need a name to take up.
Another thing is, all the Skywalkers are dead.
Yeah.
Ben was the last one. So now she's carrying on the legacy by
That's
taking
true.
the name. And I like that a lot. And another thing, too, is, well, people will say, oh, why didn't she just say Rey Palpatine at the end? Okay.
Okay.
If you, let's say you were a long-lost relative of a certain German dictator from World War II, and you found out that was your name, would you?
And he came back alive to try and kill you.
Well, yeah. Well, would you keep that name? Be honest.
Yeah.
Would you keep that name? I wouldn't.
I don't think you would want that
I
name.
don't think anybody would.
Exactly.
So people be like, oh, she should have just taken on the Palpatine name to like change the name and stuff to give it a good image. I think that image is too far gone to be saved.
Yeah, because I mean that image has been bad since basically Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
I mean technically before that, but I mean not everybody knew.
Yeah.
You know, but like, yeah, no, that name has been just thrown in the dirt, and
Yeah.
you know, you don't want that name.
You can't save that name.
Exactly.
It's too far gone.
And I mean, even if they tried to make it so she did save that name, nobody would take it seriously. One, because everyone would be like, "Oh, you know, she's Palpatine, she's bad, she's evil," and I don't know, it just wouldn't work. I can't see it working.
No. So obviously the Rey Skywalker thing is a huge debate, and honestly, there's a right way and a wrong way to view it. Literally, she got permission from both Luke and Leia to use the name. That was her found family. That's where she felt accepted. That's where she felt she belonged. And she's carrying on the Skywalker legacy. You don't have to like Rey Skywalker. You don't have to agree with it, but it's canon. You can't deny it. And if you do deny it, you're straight up wrong. So you don't have to like it. But you can't deny it. That's kind of my final.
I'm not a huge fan of it, but
no, you don't. No, you don't have to be.
But I mean, like, you're like literally right at the end. She looks over and sees her ghost, and they're like, "Yeah, you know, like why else would they be there in that exact moment?"
I mean, I think it's obvious in the movie, but like
pretty obvious.
Even in the book, I mean, it clearly says that Luke literally says, "It's yours, Rey. Take it." And then Leia talks about earlier in the book how her solo legacy went to Ben, her Skywalker legacy is going to go to Rey.
Yeah.
So that's literally, she had permission from the family, and she's carrying on the legacy.
What do you think about? I know some people. I don't know if I think it might have been mentioned on Rex and Around. Her taking up the last name Solo.
I would have liked it. I mean, I think I probably would have liked it more than Skywalker, to be honest, because I mean that was her family. Especially, you know, had Ben lived, that would have been her family.
Yeah.
Because Han Solo was the first father figure she ever really had, you know, and obviously Ben Solo would have been there. And I think she would have felt. I mean, obviously the Solos and Skywalkers are basically the same thing, with Leia and stuff. But honestly, I think she would have felt more accepted with the Solos than the Skywalkers. That's my thoughts. That's more for family, in my opinion, than Skywalkers. But
no, yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. That's more of her family. I don't know how I'd feel about it though.
Yeah,
because especially being such a big Han Solo fan, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with what we got though, and I will defend Rey Skywalker until the day I die. So, I need to make another TikTok. I'm gonna make another one. Well, the goal was to get a good clip from this podcast to put on TikTok, but I don't know if I've achieved that. So I might either A, chop up some clips from this and put it all in one video, or B, make an entire new TikTok about. I want to bring up the two main points of why Rey Rey is not a Mary Sue. That being that she doesn't have any experience. How does she know how to fight like that? And B, well, she's not a pilot, so how does she know how to fly the Falcon?
Yeah.
And I have a good a video idea for that, but I don't know. I was hoping to get a good clip from this, but we'll see.
I mean, I think in general we just need to take clips from episodes and throw them on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you mind if I try and get a clip right now?
I don't care.
Okay. Gotta clear the throat. Hang on. I gotta strategize in my head real quick where I'm going with this. Do I want to do the Mary Sue one, or do I want to do the Skywalker one? I think I'll do the Skywalker one because that will get me more views. Okay. Rey is a Skywalker. It's canon. You can't deny it. Here's why. She had permission from Leia to take on the Skywalker legacy. It's in the novel. It's confirmed. She had permission from Luke when she was about to take the name. He says, "It's yours, Rey. Take it." It's in the book. It's confirmed. She's been searching for belonging the whole trilogy, and she found the Skywalkers were her found family. You know, that's a huge theme of the sequels is found family. Some things are stronger than blood. Luke literally says that to her in episode 9. So she found her acceptance with the Skywalkers, and she's carrying on the Skywalker legacy. So to say that Rey is a Skywalker, you're wrong. You can't deny it. You don't have to like it, and you don't have to agree with it. But if you straight up say Rey's a Skywalker, Rey's not a Skywalker, Rey's a Palpatine, or something like that, you're an idiot. That's just my thoughts, but you're an idiot because you're that's basically saying like, oh well, Darth Vader isn't Anakin Skywalker, or like you're denying a simple canon fact. You know, you're saying like, oh well, you know, Obi-Wan Kenobi wasn't the master of Anakin Skywalker or something like that. It's basic stuff, man. It's Rey Skywalker literally happened in the movie, so like to deny it just makes you look stupid. That's just my thoughts.
That's just my thoughts.
That's just my thoughts on the matter. Okay, so hopefully that was good enough for a TikTok clip. I don't know. We'll see. So I think that pretty much does it. Obviously, lots of controversy with Rey. Very controversial character. Lots of talk. One of my favorite Star Wars characters by far. I'd probably put her at number 2, just because I love Kylo and Rey's story and stuff so much. But I think she's a really inspirational character, and I think there's a lot to learn from her character. Yeah. And the fact that people just discredit her so easily doesn't sit right with me.
That another reason why people don't like her as much is they're not a huge fan of Daisy Ridley herself, like her acting.
Yeah.
Like they don't like her acting.
I think she's a great actor.
It's good. I think that's another reason why people don't like her.
Yeah. I don't know though.
I think that's the same with
Hayden Christensen.
Yeah, them too. But I was also thinking of Adam Driver and like Force Awakens. How people were like, he's just a whiny baby, and like he doesn't like, you know what I mean?
Well, that's a whole nother story.
And him, like, you know, they couldn't, like, I felt like some people like, especially when Force Awakens came out, I remember it a little bit more vividly. I don't remember how the other movies went, but they were like, he's just an idiot. You know, his acting is terrible. And they're kind of like...
Really? I don't remember ever really hearing any...
I remember hearing some things like that. Yeah.
I can't remember.
But...
I remember the slander on Hayden Christensen and stuff.
Yeah, no, that is very... Yeah.
But I've never heard any personal attacks on like the actors for the sequels.
This is one reason why I think some people might not...
It's possible.
Like them. Because, if you don't like a person's acting, you're probably not going to like the character.
Right.
Exactly, yeah, so...
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah.
I haven't experienced any of that. That's not right. And if anybody tries to slander Daisy Ridley or Adam Driver on my page, you're getting blocked. Don't even think about it. I don't tolerate that stuff. So that's another one. So we kind of started this series of where we're deep diving into characters. We're definitely doing Kylo soon. We were gonna do Han Solo today, but
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on how I want to go about talking about Han.
Yeah,
because it's not like Rey. He's not a new character. He doesn't have this controversy around him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
So it's a completely different angle you have to take it at.
Mm-hmm. Did you see? I got the Solo Han and the Lando Black Series. Picked them up at Ollie's for $5.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw the Hondo. I didn't see the.
Yeah. Oh, I got the Hondo the other night, dude. I checked Pop Finder because I've been after that one since it came out.
Yeah. And
it's a Target exclusive Galaxy's Edge figure, so those ones are hard to find, man. So it was after work one night this week. I checked Pop Finder. They said they had one in stock. So after work, I rushed to Target. Luckily, it was sitting on the shelf, and I didn't have to ask for it in the back. Mm-hmm. But I was so hyped about that one, man. And then I got Django, the Gaming Greats version from the Bounty Hunter game.
Yeah.
Clone Trooper Lieutenant, Walgreens exclusive. Found that one at Walgreens. And then I think those are my newest ones. Obviously, I got the Beskar Mando and the Vader.
Yeah.
And then I got another Kylo from The Force Awakens because that one's got a loose foot joint. So if you can see, he's kind of leaning a little bit, and I can't get him to stand straight. So I ordered another one to replace that one. But yeah, man, Hasbro's been getting on my nerves lately, let me tell you. But oh boy, they came out with last week. They had their HasCon event, where they showed all the new ones.
Yeah, I remember you sending me some stuff.
They had so I got two of them. I got the Boba Fett Return of the Jedi Deluxe version, which comes, so it's Boba Fett with Return of the Jedi, so his outfit's a little bit different.
Yeah.
It's a completely new mold. So on the Empire Strikes Back one, the articulation sucks.
Yeah,
on
it's
that
not
figure.
good. I've been messing around
you have
with
that
mine,
one
and
too.
it's like,
it
ooh,
sucks.
this is kind of...
But completely new articulation. And it comes with his EE3 blaster, an EE3 blaster that's cut in half like Luke, because Luke cuts it, so you can have it in half. And it also comes with a flamethrower effect that goes in his wrist gauntlet, and then it also comes with the wire that comes
cool.
shoots out of his wrist. So that's pretty cool. And the other one I got was Dark Rey from Rise of Skywalker. So that one's pretty sweet.
They made one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'll show you after this.
I guess I didn't see that.
Uh-huh.
Huh. Wow.
So that one's sweet. I'm hoping they release more Rise of Skywalker figures now after this one, because with the new packaging, they have them organized by different movie. So each movie has a different color. The Rise of Skywalker is like a light blue. Excuse me. So I'm hoping that since they have the packaging now, they'll do more. Yeah. I just want a redeemed Ben Solo, man. That's all I want.
Funko Pop.
Yeah, they are releasing that in a Funko Pop, which I said I was done with Funko Pops, but not anymore, I guess, because I can't. There's no way I'm not buying that. You know, I'm probably
just gave you 2 Funko Pops.
I'm probably gonna get 2 of them, honestly. Anything redeemed Ben Solo, I'm buying 2 of. I don't even care. And then
I'm gonna get the Ahsoka Mandalore Funko Pop.
Mm-hmm. Did those go on sale yet?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't check it as hard.
I think I would know before you
would.
So I'd have no idea.
But like, I'm not in a super rush, you know. Yeah. I'm also kind of trying to hold myself back from.
That's what I should have done.
Well, no, the reason why I'm trying to hold myself back is because I've realized that, like, for like Christmas or my birthday, if like somebody asks me what I want, I always buy whatever I want for myself.
That's true.
So people don't, you know what I mean? So it's like, oh, maybe if I just wait and be like, oh, I want this Funko Pop, you know, at least I have something to get me instead of, you know.
I have no self-control. I mean, you can see by the shelf here and the Hot Toys in the other room. I have zero self-restraint. It's bad. But, I mean, I'm in a financial position where I can afford it, and it's not affecting me in any way.
Yeah.
But...
And it's not like you have, like, something to
just being
pay off or
stuck
anything.
at home because of COVID and everything. It's like I needed a hobby, so I just picked up on collecting and stuff. And I've loved every second of it. Because collecting it's a physical representation of something that you love.
Yeah.
And it's
like my Han Solo collection, you know?
It's just nice to have and stuff.
And it's not like you're going to have these for a couple of years and get rid of them. You're probably going to keep these for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
What I mean?
Yeah. Especially the Hot Toys, man. Those literally,
especially those.
Those are literal pieces of art, and it's like, I just love them so much. But they're also coming out with the Funko Pop of Rey with her yellow saber, which I'm gonna get that one too because I love the yellow saber. I'm still waiting for them to drop that one at Galaxy's Edge, man. The second they do, I'm getting a plane ticket. I'm going down. I'm going down to get it, because I want that saber so bad. They just announced they have the Ahsoka sabers at Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah,
now.
I heard about that.
And then they also just released a Black Series one of Ahsoka's saber.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go to Galaxy's Edge to get one.
Did you see that they also released the Black Saber as like a toy?
The Dark Saber?
Dark Saber, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
I saw that at Target the other day. They had it there.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Trying to get that hype for Mandalorian Season 2.
Yeah, uh-huh. That was another thing we could have talked about, but we'll save it for later.
I haven't even seen the trailer yet.
What?
I don't even know if I want to, honestly. I kind of want to go in not knowing anything. All I know is that, spoiler alert, All I know is that Ahsoka isn't in the trailer.
Yeah.
Because people have said, I'm glad Ahsoka's not in the trailer.
I've said that.
Yeah, I know you said that. I've heard other people say it too.
I
So
said that.
That's the only thing I know about the trailer.
So you didn't see the Scout Trooper foot drag?
Nope, I don't even know what you're talking about.
That's the coolest thing, man.
I mean, I'll probably see it in the show.
Yeah, you will.
I don't know.
Hopefully.
Like, I mean, normally I'm like super. I want to see the trailer because I want to know what's coming and I want to get hyped for it. But I mean, I might see it just so because I'm not really that hyped for season 2. Like I am, but I'm not like
You're not
I'm excited. You know what I mean?
You're not my level of excitement for the Rise of Skywalker for this.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that will ever be
But
matched.
it's just, I don't know. I kind of want to go in just not seeing anything or like not know. I mean, I think I kind of did that with season 1 though. No, I saw the trailer for Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Never mind.
It was a good trailer. It didn't show much that would spoil anything, but I mean, I understand why you wouldn't want to see it. Keep it fresh.
Yeah.
So I don't.
But I mean, I might have to, to get the hype up a little bit. And if we want to talk about it,
you gotta see the foot drag, man. It's sweet, dude. Honestly, not enough people are talking about it. Literally, it's like, oh, who's this character and stuff? Who's this hooded character? That's not the coolest thing in the trailer. The coolest thing in the trailer is the Scout Trooper that did the foot drag.
I'm so
yeah. So I think that basically wraps it up for this episode. I think I got enough TikTok footage I can splice together. So hopefully you can edit this and get it up as soon as possible.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else about Rey I would want to talk about.
I think we touched on everything I have on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went on TikTok live last night to get some ideas and stuff, so that was good.
I thought I had notifications for when you went live, but apparently I don't.
No.
So
I was only live for about 20 minutes, but
yeah. But I mean, you said you were live the other day for like 3 hours.
it was 3 hours.
So,
yeah.
I guess I have to check out
that
my
was such a fun
notifications.
time. I had 84 total viewers. 10 at one time was the most I had, but we had some really thoughtful discussions about Star Wars and everything, and it makes me so happy to just have a platform to share that love and that passion for Star Wars.
Right. Yeah.
It's funny because not this past Monday, but I think it was last Monday, because we have GVTV meetings on Zoom.
Yeah. Okay.
So after the meeting was done, we stuck in a Zoom call for like an hour and a half just talking about Star Wars. And after I got done, it just made me realize how much Star Wars means to me and how much I love it. And it just made me feel good inside. Give me that little warm little feeling inside about how much I love Star Wars.
See, I think that's the interesting thing about both of our parallels right now with Star Wars, because you're definitely like on the high and you're still going up, with like it, and I'm like starting to come down a little bit, because I'm not into collecting right now. I'm not watching anything, so I'm just kind of, I still love Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that will never go away.
Right.
But I'm not like super into it.
I'm more into Star Wars now than I've ever been in my entire life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah.
I saw a TikTok the other day. It's like, okay, if you could go back to your life before COVID, but everything that's happened since then would never happen, would you do it? And my immediate thought was yeah, obviously, because I was having the time of my life before COVID hit. Like I was at the top of my game, But then I was like, well, then I want to have a TikTok platform, and I want to have this awesome community that I've found on TikTok. So honestly, I don't think I would.
Yeah.
Go back.
I don't think I would either.
Yeah.
Honestly. Just because so much has happened, and
Yeah. But man, that's by far been the best part of it is the people. Honestly, when I first started off, it was rough because the video that got me so much attention was a Ben Solo like appreciation thing.
Yeah.
And that did not sit well with the toxic fans. But then it taught me how to deal with the toxic fans, because they're irrelevant and nothing they say matters. But then I was able to build a community off of that and build a platform and find some really great people. And it's just been incredible. So I'm very thankful for that. So if you're here from TikTok and you're somehow still listening and you made it this far, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I love you. Like straight up, I love you.
Made it this far. Really appreciate that,
Yeah, honestly, if you I don't even know if people do make it this far.
Honestly, yeah, I have no idea. Because, I mean, there's definitely are some people, but I think it's mainly, like, family,
You know,
probably.
yeah. Well, you know, I told Garrison last time the collecting episode came out. We were at work. I was like, "Hey, Garrison, our new episode's up." And he's like, "Okay, I'll listen to it later." I don't think he ever did.
I mean, I love our friends, but I don't think any of them watch our podcast. I know Jordan and Garrison used to.
Used to.
I
don't think they
and
do
they were
anymore.
pretty. Jordan was. I don't know how much Garrison necessarily, but I know Jordan was actually like he actually like really watched us and listened. Well, listened, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I don't really think anybody does
It's
anymore.
sad.
Which I mean,
But
I'm not
hey,
gonna force you to watch our stuff. You don't have to. I don't care.
It would be nice though.
It would be nice, but
we have a new audience now,
yeah, that's true.
thanks to me. But so if you're here because of you found my TikTok or something, thank you. I love you.
Yeah, you guys better watch out. Maybe you should leave. It's going to his head.
Yeah, I'm honestly the fame's getting to my head. Let's see how many notifications I've got since we've started this episode. Yesterday I was getting notifications like crazy. Today not so much, but we'll see. Yeah, but it's just not that many. I don't want to talk about it. Only 12, but still.
Only 12 guys. It's not a lot.
Sometimes I open my phone and it'll say 99 plus. I'm like, whoa.
Did you get notifications for everything, like a comment, a like?
Yeah.
Does it tell you who likes?
Yeah.
I was wondering if TikTok
Yeah.
worked like that.
So, okay. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Live at the Cantina. If you made it this far, what we do at the end of each episode is we have a hashtag we say to comment in the YouTube comments so we know that you listened this far. So, I think hashtag Rey Shadow Legends would be a good hashtag for this episode.
How are we spelling it though? Like Rey Rey Shadow Legends?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Not Raid.
No, not
Raid.
actually Raid Shadow Legends.
Rey Shadow Legends.
Yeah, so if you made
Rey
it
with a D at the end. Rey.
yeah, REYD Shadow Legends. So if you made it this far, if you're on YouTube, hashtag Raid Shadow Legends in the comment below. So that's gonna do it. I'm Kevin.
I'm Noah.
Thank you so much for listening. We love you.
We appreciate it.
May the force be with you.
See ya.